Fellow Ghanaians, good evening.
Fellow Ghanaians, we have dubbed this year the Year of Return to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the first 200 West African slaves in the Commonwealth of Virginia, which subsequently became part of the United States of America.
We begin this hour with the story of an African country opening its arms to Black Americans. Ghana's tourism minister began encouraging African Americans to move there in 2019. As Black Lives Matter protests erupted, she said, quote, "You don't have to stay where you're not wanted." Deborah Patta spent time with one American who chose to make Ghana her home.
Back. I'm sorry. I made it back. I got out of here.
President Addo, I surely appreciate you sitting down with me. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
You came to the United States in 2018 to announce a year of return. Are you even shocked with the response this initiative has gotten, not just from African Americans, but folks in the UK, folks in Canada, and from other countries?
I don't know whether shock is the word, but certainly, let me say, it's more than I expected. I'd hope
there's an economic piece to it in terms of for the tourism industry here in Ghana, but also for so many people, it has been deeply personal. Individuals, they've shed tears, the historical impact as well. What did you want people? What did you want, and what do you want them to get out of this experience of returning to Ghana, many of them for the first time?
I think really something quite simple, a recognition that really we are all the same. We are from one family. We are now divided by the ocean, the Atlantic, and of course by the history, very tragic history, but that essentially we are still one family. And I'm hoping that this whole Year of Return thing would allow people to see that, and therefore give us an opportunity to really solidify the relations between us on both sides of the Atlantic and see ourselves as part and parcel of one African family. I think it's important for us. It's important for our sense of self-worth. It's important for our sense of identity. And certainly it is important for any effort that we're making to empower ourselves in the world.
We are here to talk to some of the key stakeholders in the tourism industry here in Ghana. We're going to talk to people who manage hotels, restaurants. Have the numbers really been increasing? Are there really people coming because of Year of Return? Let's find out as we talk to everyone today.
The Year of Return certainly has increased the numbers of people who would come. And we're talking about people at all levels. You're talking about people who are famous, actors, actresses, other people in positions that normally we wouldn't see them, not in those kind of numbers.
During Panafest, we actually had people coming over on a bus and stuff like that. I think it's really helped a lot of businesses around here, and we haven't done badly with them too.
It's been one of the greatest ideas for the past decade when it comes to my industry. If you look at the Year of Return, the impact it has had on my hotel specifically, I mean, it's great. Some of the months we are doing twice the figure we had last year.
Twice the figure?
Yeah, in fact, last month, I'm very certain that we will do 3 times what we had last year.
Honestly speaking, the volume increased astronomically as compared to the previous years that we held the Panafest and Emancipation Day Festival. We weren't too much surprised because, as you rightly put it, the president declared the year of return. So honestly speaking, people that have come or who came last month, last 2 months, swelled to an astronomical level.
The Year of Return is so massive. I would say the biggest tourism spotlight that has happened to Ghana. Usually we'll be doing 1 or 2 tours, but this time around we handled 4 or 5 trips. When you look at the booking we have ahead, November, December is phenomenal. It has never happened before. We'll be doing something around 10, 12 tours at the same time.
I've not seen any significant increase in my bookings, but being in the castle here, I've seen that a lot of visitors are coming. So whether it comes to me or not, that is not much of a problem because it brings revenue to our country.
This year was very amazing. I never thought we would get tourists from January till this month continuously. I wish every year this year return goes on, because seriously, I've met different tourists. And secondly, too, we have a lot of Black Americans that appreciate that.
I think the Year of Return is one of the biggest initiatives in Ghana's tourism. Why do I say that? Ghana's default tourism market is the African American market due to our many years of affinity and association with Africans in the diaspora, both in the Americas and the Caribbean. So anything that is targeted at this market helps to lift up the industry, give it another lease of life.
I think the Year of Return was such a great initiative. As a carrier that offers direct services between Washington, D.C. and Accra, we have seen quite a significant number of groups flying in course of this year. And we're still counting. As part of the activities on the calendar of the Year of Return, we have seen a peak on Jamestown to Jamestown activity, and we're also expecting more on Afrochella, which is coming up in December.
I think it's one of the best initiatives that we've ever had to promote tourism. Yes, we got businesses in August, which was massive. I would not complain at all. Last half of December is sold out. No room in Accra for December because it's all to do with the Year of Return.
It's evident that through our conversations today with people in the local business community that it's been the catalyst to inviting people from the diaspora home to Ghana. And we are so happy to be a part of this journey of all of these people who are coming here, not only this year, but for years to come.
A visionary leader comes with a reconcile and prosperous future mindset. That this NPP government. Take a seat, dear. There is much more to see. Thank you. Please subscribe and share.
More than 33 million people live in that country, and just recently, an influx of Americans have moved there. Hey, Robin, don't tell us you're moving. I'm not accepting that.
Michael, many people are coming here to connect with their history. 65 years ago, Ghana gained independence from colonial rule. Ever since, it has been leading the charge in innovation and development. Ghana, with its echoing drum beats, rich rainforest, expansive beaches, and deep-rooted history, is now ready to take center stage.
Tonight, the Global Citizen Festival comes to Ghana for the very first time.
Host Danai Guerrera, welcoming 20,000 fans in person. Audiences tuning in worldwide. The Global Citizen Festival. Why was it important for you to take part?
It's always been about celebrating activists who are doing amazing things across the globe. The gathering of even the talent that was here. There's been so much amazing attention to African artists.
Could it be something to do with Black Panther? Why do you feel it had such an impact?
The world was ready to really take in Africa in a whole new way, in a way that shows our specificity, our excellence, our diversity, our coolness, It really gave an esteem to the continent and an attention from the world that I think it was ready for.
It's Ghana's mission to thrive as a cultural hub and tourist destination, but also as a place to call home.
I'm happy here. I feel a sense of alignment. I feel a sense of fulfillment. I think just as a Black American coming to Ghana, it's a return home.
An estimated 5,000 Black Americans have relocated to Ghana over the past 2 years.
To Ghana.
Including podcast host Demetria L. Lucas, who says she feels the excitement of possibility.
You see that there's cranes in the sky, literally, like they're building the city. And for me as an artist, I can feel the energy. I feel like I'm living in the middle of a renaissance.
And a renaissance is exactly what African leaders on Cape Coast hope to create.
We are looking at Africa without borders. It's happening. The future is Africa.
camera a little bit towards the continent, because there's so many brilliant people. Every time I come here, I get blown away by people like David, and so many more people we'll see today. And it really, really is so exciting to just have that happening. And you know, the aspect of how the film might make people look more to the continent, and how, you know, it's what was already here.
Right.
Ghana, it's time to play Family Feud. Give it up for Steve Harvey.
Thank y'all. Welcome to the show. I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. Well, welcome to Family Feud, Ghana. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, I'm excited to be here. We're in Ghana. Got something for you. Watch this right here. Ete sin Ghana. That's it. Anyway, man, we're gonna have a good time today. Hey, listen, this is how it works, everybody. Our researchers have been out on the streets of Ghana asking some answers to some really simple questions. We've got the answers to those questions locked into this game board up here. All your family has to do is guess. You look like good guessers. Yeah. Let's meet the families. Everybody say yeah? Yeah. From Accra, it's the Insane family. And from Osu, it's the Hone family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and there's a jackpot of $5,000 riding on all of this. So if you're ready for the show to get started, everybody say yeah. Yeah. Give me Yuku, give me Dennis.
Jackpot of $5,000. Ghana, it's time to play Family Feud. Give it up for Steve Harvey.
This game came to Ghana due to the year of return concept of the visionary leader Nana Addo and NPP. Boost to local entertainment industry *. The show's return can revitalize the local entertainment scene, creating new opportunities for talent, crew, and production companies. Job creation and economic growth *. The show's production will generate employment opportunities, stimulate local spending, and contribute to Ghana's economic growth.
Some very simple questions, and all you got to do is give us the answers. We got the answers to those questions locked in on the game board up here. So the family that comes away with the most points, these families can walk out of here with some serious money. So let's get it on. If you're ready to meet the families, everybody say yeah. All right, here we go. From Greater Accra, it's the Bawachi family. And from Tukuradi, Sakuradi, it's the Asufawa family. Everybody's here for a chance to play for the jackpot cash prize of $5,000. All right, let's get it on. If you're ready for the show to get started, everybody say yeah. All right.
On the road again. Daniel, Gideon, the market was beautiful.
All right.
Where are we heading next?
Okay, so right now we're heading towards the Independence Square. If you want everybody to know that you came to Ghana, then you have to go there.
You have to go there.
Definitely.
Must see.
Yeah, must see.
If you come to Ghana,
yes,
you must see.
You must see.
Let's go. Look at you both. Oh.
Wow.
I'm home.
Micheo, as they say here. I'm still learning.
Oh.
Welcome to Ghana.
Oh.
And the best way to introduce you to Ghana is with the second lady herself.
It is such an honor.
Welcome to Ghana. Such a pleasure to meet you.
This is not your first time at all. What is it that draws you back again and again and again?
I adore this nation, and it's so hopeful. The fact that it was the first nation to gain independence from the British and on the whole continent. Other than that, I love the food. I love the people. It's gorgeous. I love the fashion. I love the culture.
You're talking to somebody back in the United States. What would be your reason?
Where do I start from? The people. People make a nation, and Ghana has the warmest people. Ghana is really the star of Africa.
So grateful for your invitation and for your hospitality.
Moving a country forward does mean an instant economy revives, but it is the process of putting all the proper system in place, thanks to NPP government. The following speech even is a significant role telling the rest of the world we are ready for. Don't give Ghana a fish, instead let's go fishing together.
You don't have this extra spice.
A powerful speech by Nana Addo telling the rest of the world Africa is ready for partnership in business and development.
No longer continue to make policy for ourselves, in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves. It is not right for a country like Ghana, 60 years after independence, to still have its health and education budgets being financed on the basis of the generosity and charity of European taxpayers. And we're going to have those energies working in our countries if we begin to build systems that tell the young people of our country that their hopes, their opportunity are right here with us. Migration and the movement of people is being presented in a manner which suggests that somehow it's a new phenomenon. There's nothing new about it. It's as old as man, the movement of people. And it has always been linked to the same thing. Our concern should be with what do we need to do in this 21st century to move Africa away from being cap in hand and begging for aid, for charity, for handouts. The African continent, when you look at its resources, should be giving monies to other places. We have huge wealth on this continent, in our own country of Ghana. And we need to have a mindset that says, we can do it. Others have done it. We can also do it. And once we have that mindset, we will see it as a liberating factor for ourselves. We keep talking about how it was that Koreans, Malaysians, Singaporeans, who got their independence at the same time as us. We're told of that at the time of Ghanaian independence, per capita Ghanaian income was higher than that of Korea. Today, Korea is part of the first world. So is Malaysia. So is Singapore. What happened? Why did they make that transition? And 60 years after independence, we are where we are. Those are the matters that should concern all of us as Africans, as Ghanaians. And not, when I say so with the greatest of respect to the French president, I think that the cooperation of France is something that I am, as you know, a strong friend of France. I am Francophile. So I don't have any difficulty with that. But I'm talking about our own propulsion, what we need to do to get our countries to work. But these are my strongly held beliefs. And that is the reason why I've adopted as the slogan of my presidency, of my period of the Supreme Office of Ghana, that we want to build a Ghana beyond aid, a Ghana which is independent, which is self-sufficient, that is capable of standing on its own feet and building its own life. We can do it if we have the correct mindset to do so. Mr. President.
Taiwan longer, and this time the education minister says the free senior high school policy is a non-negotiable one and that government does not intend to cancel it or to even review it.
High school is non-negotiable if we are talking about how education transforms our society. It doesn't make sense for some brightest minds to be sitting in their own villages while the rest of us go to our chimoters and infancy pens and Augustines. And we tell them, too bad. That is what the president wanted to avoid. His vision is that all children should have the opportunity for secondary education, and let the best man wins, the best woman wins, the best and the brightest will get the opportunity to move to tertiary, and they will come out to serve their nation. Yes, there will be challenges. There's no program that has been implemented anywhere in the world, and there were no challenges. There are going to be challenges, but it's our resoluteness in challenging the challenge, confronting the challenge, and solving the problem that will make us winners. And I believe that from where I sit and from my background, everything is possible. You can achieve anything that you set your mind to. But if you want to cut and run, then you're going to have excuses and say, because of this, we can't do this. But we have 60 years of independence, 60 years plus. And if you look at it, even us, at our age, there were a number of people we went to school with who were bright, never had a chance. And therefore, their future has not been brighter. So I believe that we need to get our loins and be determined that when the challenges come, we come together as a nation and we solve them so that the future of Ghana will be better than its past.
Eje nyaba. Free Senior High School a Ghana Mampeni, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Abra Wobont one wode share Ghana fo nyina bono enne na edu so na UTV nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ yɛbo anai kɔtema ɛde ani kɔhwɛ sɛnea eniema esiko ne edu hɔ no ɛsɛwani ɛnsɛ wo ka kyerɛ awofoɔ ene omumma ɛde ani gye sonko ɛbɔra school ahodoa na wo mumma edin ɛwɔ no ye call medas no ye hu say a school for 605 ena yaje wo mo ewo ho Temasco nso a school for 614 chemu SHS FA 591 students Tema Presec enso nya 385 ena Olams SHS nso fa school for 485 awofo ene asukufo ni bi ni UTV nsɛmtwerɛfo ɛkasa mo kyerɛ sɛ wo mani agye pa sɛ Ghana Mampani His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne bɔhya wo hyɛ no enedue ya wama no abem
Temasco ha no Temas secondary school no to be frank ye ba e bibia ye okay bibia hyehyɛ so pepepepepepe ye ba ya no me ba no me be hu ni din no notice board sɛ na ye hu din no wo krata ne so me ba no me be hu ni de omo mienu na obia ba be hu ni de kama na omo si yankoye photocopy omo agi original na omo de dada na man se omo si ensambra Wednesday ye ba ni aba ba gi prospectus no nti se na no ho ni ayi a se aka ba se na omo ma ye ti ase so se wo outside Greater Accra obenya boarding house but se wo Accra nkasa pa de boarding house a unya
be the radius mini agise na Akufo-Addo no ye nyame nhira no senye free SHS yanka awufo bebre ebi mu ni sika se ne benya Temasco ehu prospectus na ehu nyama bebre oni sika nti esa akola no be de obet na fie na so nyame adum na ye na Addo e ma ye no a ye free SHS ye na ni agise school na ye ba ni free.
To have the privilege to be in this school because there are many people who didn't get the schools they wanted some years ago, so all I want to say I thank Nana Akufo-Addo and I'm grateful to God for giving me such a nice school.
I'm say ni gisem parents no buy woni age enkora no so ani age a omo hu omudin no na nka previously no na awufu iba atete ne aho kire de ni din wo hokora na no so akoyes kasem na teacher fo ne ehuna mane na ona na teacher na momo ame na monye sey na mesrobo ame kakre be na de bibisa ni ho de am say na Addo ayade ne MPP government am so ma yade pa o se bo ma baso.
Mrs. Ama Asare headmistress ewo Tema Secondary School woni UTV ekasai
bibia eda na kwemu enkoda na yede o maba no omuden bo ho ma behwe o mani age ya kire o mo se de ene ena entoasoofo no eba no omunya abotre ne enhwe wo mo efichina ekọ no omo ye be hwe wo mo no mu so atna school ha.
A look at the national budget gives a clear indication of where our priority lies, and it is with education. With the construction of 962 facilities, dormitories, dining halls, assembly halls, and classroom blocks. The argument about the importance of ensuring that all Ghana's children get a secondary education is irresistible.
It's 84%. We don't believe that when the government provide the resources, a child should be able to say, I'm not going. So, Cabinet has approved proposal to enact a law that will say that there shall be free, compulsory, universal secondary education. And we'll provide the action. We'll provide the evidence to show you that here is a president who has gone beyond his manifesto commitment and has done more than he promised. A great accomplishment by all standards. We want to make sure that this nation's fortunes change for the better. Great strides have been made. We may not be where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be.
This is what we're doing. We have directed, and GES is working on it, that every child who comes to primary school, first 2 weeks, assess them.
So primary 1.
Local assessment by the teacher. If they are not doing well, provide intervention. But one critical area is junior high school. You know, they prepare them for the BECA. So a junior high school student comes and the teachers will tell you, oh, this child cannot read, but he's given 9 subjects. That child who is not reading in junior high school should get intervention English class, something below junior high school. It's called targeted instruction. You are teaching them at their level. And once you teach them at their level, they will be able to understand and then move up. So whilst they're doing the regular English class with their friend, they're also doing intervention English. Consequently, in 2 years' time, that kid is reading because he was provided extra support in reading. Beginning in the upcoming academic year, if you go to any high school and the teachers assess you and you are not doing well, you're also going to do intervention English. Reading books at the junior high school level, so by the time the year ends, you can read, and therefore you can now understand the management in living course that you're doing in home economics. But until this time, Ghana has implemented an education system that's not personalized. You sink or swim. We are in the same class, therefore we have to be taught the same way. And the kid who can't read is sitting in the same class with you doing government, doing economics, and he's struggling. And the teacher says, I'm here to teach you economics. But we are saying, once you know that that child is not mastering the economics well because of the language barrier, instead of the 10 subjects, drop 1. Give him an additional English class. Allow him to improve and catch up so he can understand the economics and doesn't have to memorize it and do what we call chew, pour, pass, and forget.
Right. Wow.
But we cannot do all that without also looking at education infrastructure. Sometimes you hear people saying, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has focused on the senior high schools, he has neglected the basic schools, and it's so false. Let's look at the junior high school intervention we are doing.
This blue building is what?
This building is a model junior high school. And I tell
that's
you,
nice.
Yes, this is the new junior high school coming to a community near you. And we don't talk about this until we start the construction.
I hope it's not politics. Are you serious?
I'm doing...
What's this? This is actually being built.
Yes, Sunyani, it's there. Go to the rich area, Sunyani, you're going to see this building under construction.
It's a JSS.
JSS. Go to Jabin in the Ashanti region, it's there. Go to Chamba in the Northern region, it's there. We have them across the country.
Okay, so what's it going to do? They are too few to take everybody.
The point is this. This is changing the junior high school environment. You know, Ghana happens to be one of the few countries in the world where we have 3-year secondary.
Bring back the blue one, Bring back the blue one. Yes.
So this building, when it's completed,
yes, this one.
It has biology lab, chemistry lab, physics lab, computer lab, and it has STEM lab. So you've moved the student from a 19th century environment to a 21st century. Look at the typical junior high school building.
This is how it's going to look like.
Yes. And it's under construction. So I do evidence-based communication. I'm not going to talk about it in the pipeline.
When will it finish?
January, February, students will be moving in.
Let's have a look at it again. Please put it on. January next year.
Yes.
4 months from now.
Yes. To be ready.
You'll be commissioning where? Which one?
We have Jabin one is ready. The Sunyane will definitely be opened for students to go there. And the junior high school student is now going to sit in a science lab. I've done one in Bosomtwe using the $1 million per constituency. When the $1 million per constituency came, I had a dialogue with my DC and I said, how can we do something transformative with this? So we built a science lab and one classroom block. We started a model junior high school, second to none in this country, different by all standards. We even changed the dress code.
Oh, is the dress code not legislated?
No, there's nothing legislated. So
the uniforms that people wear to JSS brown,
yes.
It's not legislated?
No. It is a government policy. But African schools are not wearing the brown anymore. The Methodist schools, they are not wearing that. They wear their
let's
own
have a look at
uniform.
that. Are you going to introduce this kind of... I see it on television. Yeah. South African students look so nice. The British children look so smart.
Well, some Jewish students.
Oh, this is how they go to school?
Yes.
Flying tie for the men?
Yes. $1 million...
per constituency?
Yes. This is what we use ours for.
Also, the girls are in bow tie?
Yes.
Oh, can we do this around the country?
Of course.
It will look nice.
And the parents pay for it willingly.
Oh, I see.
Because they want their children to look nice.
Yes.
They want their children. So this is the future of junior high school education.
And this is in Bosomtwe?
Yes. We were ahead.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah, and look at the full complement. And within that community, there are about 7 junior high schools. I went to Abomosu. That's what we were yesterday, doing the STEM roadshow. I was curious about how many junior high schools were there. The district director comes to me and said, we have 7 junior high schools. And I said, what is the population? 411.
Of the 7?
Yes.
Put together?
Yes.
7?
But they have 7 head teachers.
Oh, I see.
And they are not in facilities, 21st century facilities. If you move all those students and put them in a school like this, you move the student from 19th century to 21st century.
So this is Abomosu, this is what you are changing it into?
No, Abomosu, this is an existing school.
Oh, it's there?
This is a high school, yeah, this is there. But the point is that if the 411 students were having their junior high school education on this campus.
But is this government owned?
Yes, of course. It's government owned.
But it's not one of the new schools?
It's one of the new schools.
And it started already?
Oh, yeah, they have students there.
It's a JSS?
No, this is a high school.
This is an SSS?
SSS.
Okay.
So the point of the matter is that you have this beautiful high school. If you don't do intervention for the children from Abomosu, they may not be able to go here. So you have to create opportunity to upgrade them so that transitioning here become possible. Easier. So the point of the matter is that the president has turned his attention to basic schools. We've gotten funding to make sure that they have all the requisite tools so that they can perform at the 21st century level. So you're going to see a lot of this happening across the country, and we are making a case to the Ghanaian that our schools can become better. Our public schools will be revamped to be able to scare us. If I look at the Accra STEM Academy, that is where your vision scares you.
The STEM concept.
The STEM concept and the infrastructure that goes with it. So look at this. We are building, and when it's finished, this is how it is going to look like.
What is it?
This is a public school, starting from KG all the way to high school in East Legon.
KG to SS?
SS.
Day?
Community school, yes, day.
And what is it, their hall?
Yes.
All this owned by government?
Yes. Why? The taxpayer deserve better.
Oh, I see. So this is like JIS?
Of course.
From class 1 to
yes,
SS3?
If not better. So
it's going to be in East Legon?
Yes.
So it's going to be the rich people?
No. East Legon is not it's just not populated by rich people. Everybody is there. It's a very diverse environment. But the bottom line is that you look at this facility, you begin to look at the fact that the taxpayer is going to look at himself or herself and say it's worth paying taxes because I don't have to pay for my child to go to private school. He can get quality education from here. I can save the money.
Because it's so small, the connection to get in will be very brutal.
No, you'll be surprised. We're going to do what we do in the United States. I know in Ghana, the teachers teaching there will want to have protocol. So I'm not going to say there will be protocol. But I'm saying 90% of the students who are going to enroll in this school will be through raffle. Oh, yes. You put your son's name, we're going to use NLA. Your son's name is there, it rolls, the name comes out, you are in. It will be amazing for the country to see.
We won't believe it.
No,
we will say that
I will bring you there.
We will say that.
I will make
Ghana will never believe it.
You see, when
is this going to happen, by the way?
This is also slated to open by January, February. You will be shocked.
Hey,
I want you to get the shock of your life, because I want Ghanaians to know that change is possible. So whoever said Ghana cannot change and nothing good is happening, this is happening in a time when things are difficult, right? Mm-hmm. So if Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo can say, I want to transform, so why is it that he wants to transform? So because he knows that if he doesn't change the education system, we cannot change the socio-economic fortunes of Ghana. So he's making the investment. Where we can't get the resources, I'm so grateful to the finance minister. When we cannot get the resources from here, we have MasterCard Foundation coming in to support training of teachers. We have Big Win Philanthropy coming in to support the training of teachers. UNICEF will come in and provide technology. UNESCO will come in. The World Bank will come in. Other resources then come in. So we can do what we thought was...
Pepra is the team lead.
For Prempeh College, we went with 2 teams. Each team competed in 2 different categories. The first category was the UMC, which stands for the Unknown Mission Challenge. In that challenge, we are given 2 hours to perform a task, but before we get to the competition grounds, the task is completely unknown. So prior to the 2 hours, we are given the challenge to solve. Then the time starts, then we are supposed to build the robot and also program it under the 2 hours to solve the task. The next category is known as the game category. But for that category, we're given the task months earlier, where it's called the Autonomous Taxi Challenge, where the robot is supposed to identify pedestrians which are represented by golf balls and then send them to their various locations. Some of the pedestrians, their locations are unknown, so the robot will actually have to sense some barcodes so that it will know where to send each pedestrian. We came first in the Unknown Mission Challenge and second place in the game. We are actually very excited, but by God's grace, we were able to compete with some of the brilliant minds and still come in first and second. There were some challenges along the way. Some of the major challenges are with some of our sensors. Sometimes they trip up a bit, so you have to actually make sure you calibrate them well so that they don't end up spoiling the run. From here, we hope to do even greater things for our country and for the world at large.
As the Prempeh College robotics team returns home, they carry with them not only trophies, but also the pride and admiration of an entire nation.
Senior teams, we have Trojans from Saudi Arabia, 4631-1 from Inbound, and Explorer from Hong Kong, 4755-1. So I think our last 2 senior teams will be Saudi Arabia and Hong Kong. Please come in now. If there's any senior team that I miss calling, please come.
Look at what we've done with drones. The remote areas of Ghana could not access critical medicines and blood supplies and vaccines, right? We brought in Zipline. The drone services have started. This has created jobs. All these drone centers, we have 4 now. By the end of this year, we'll have another 4, which will cover the whole of Ghana. These drone services are 100% manned by Ghanaian flight engineers. 100%. This is jobs that it is creating. Last week I heard that they have come to Ghana to get a few to go to Nigeria to help set up a few Ghanaians to go. We are now going to be exporting that skill in that sense.
to show what the National Digital Address is from a technical perspective. Here's how it looks like. It's a very simple app that you can download on all the app stores. So we have the iOS and the Android stores that you can download from. And the app is called the Ghana Post GPS app. What it does is it gives the address of where you are anytime. So the moment you get the app, you just tap Get Address, and immediately it will give you the address of the exact location that you are. Wherever you are, it will give you. Now, in giving the address, one of the key things that we focused on was making the digital address locally relevant.
The Ghana Immigration Service, in a press release on Monday, February 28th, announced it will begin to admit Ghanaian passengers and dual nationals returning to Ghana on a valid Ghana card from 1st March 2022. This follows the official recognition of the Ghana card as an ICAO-compliant travel document. Upon arrival at the airport on Tuesday, about 13 Ghanaians had been processed using the Ghana card. For them, the process was way faster than using the existing passport.
The Ghana card was time conscious because I just came and then I just gave my card to him. In less than 2 minutes, he asked me to take a picture and I was out of his booth. So I would opt for the Ghana card. Yeah, there were queues, and then, with the passport, you give him your passport, he has to look for your passport page. He has to open up and then know where to stamp and all that. And the Ghana card queue was very short. We were like 3. And then the passport was very long. So I was like, bye-bye.
It's much easier than before because I'm a frequent traveler. Because me using the passport, sometimes it feels like it's going to take me like about 20 to 25 minutes. But me having the Ghana card, it's easier for me to go through the process like about 5 minutes.
Head of Public Affairs of the Ghana Immigration Service, Superintendent Amwakwata, took the news team through the process of using the Ghana card as a passport.
We have 2-in-1, so about 4 booths designated for holders of the Ghana card. On arrival, officers will direct all Ghana card holders to the designated booth. And when you get to the booth, your card is taken and information keyed into the National Identity Register to confirm that yes, the information of the traveler is within our system, and then the person is cleared to go.
He knows
interchange. We asad dema ko station wa kwanim ho. Kusibema camp, fantastic. Under the able leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Na sama ya dwuma we nyina se mo so mo dawuru a. Me na me be ka che so koto abama we na da bi won wasem. Yene ya fam de kakra to help. Na manfo ehun de ekoso. Enti hwe abai project a waye. Wo de wa afo wani hwe. You see, na ebana mo koye inspection kra beton Africa Ken City. Na Ken City cameraman akọ Amwakwata no minister for person be free na 2 TV ni me capture we any awo ye men ministers no omo wo ho no panim for directors na omo in charge of their media no I don't know why. Good o da fa we so ye sports stadium here now ye all African games one MPP sports stadium I wo Legodi first na ho pa de anenia ye ho pa basa ma mo twam wo okponwuro ha de ba Legon University of Ghana sports stadium one MPP na ba be CC MPP na sha say andakofo NDC by NDC abide by 8 years omanya ho hwe share video na hwe de omayo look at this share investment share ni na cost Ghana all African games now no 2023 dia we in 2024 look at the stadium and now nam ho anytime we moye match bia me kokko hebi University of Ghana stadium and on just look at this infrastructure MPP aban NIA MPP NIA show the stadium ne fe we enya London now he no Ghana ha Republic of Ghana a flag and on University of Ghana and on we University of Ghana baby omoye athletes no tumi kafe hwedo moye tracks no hwe nkonwa no investment aban disikaye MPP aban stadium when South Africa Ghana Ghana just as I prepare procuracy interchange and Legon you can say Circle Dubai ni na Kumasi Airport project ni na bi ni na no pa we mama wakasa. You see, University of Ghana Sports Stadium MPP's government NIA NDC for the transfer film watch omanye hwe se ne hotie ne fe hwe se ne hotie na se obi se odwanfunu de esi de to abama no afei yere asin fosu kwan ebi kokuma ase fosu me am boss me papa yere kan Japan Ministry of Roads and Highway asin fosu hwe kwan de dam sa no asin fosu to asin praso kron megu on hwe run about bi o e kwan we na tutu o time be papai hwe the then roads minister yere amwakwata reconstruction of the asin fosu to a new Edubiasu Kumasi highway and open. A quine da so say ya we a double road way ba backroom nefe we a dema de ko a new Edubiasu Kumasi a dance kwano so kama a MPP abai quine binono hwe kwan pa hwe asphalt hwe road markings road signs hwe eto say under the able leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ono na yes ade we ye Tamale interchange bra interchange ni so kakra na mentisimran kan Tamale road we Tamale the northern regional capital interchange bi any krumo da upon MPP by interchange omuhu bida omuhu adi senkran enkran how Greater Accra aha no mobile mabehu interchange nanso MPP aban true Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene hwe kwan o makwakoye na hwe interview Tamale krom na hun sanu hwe Tamale interchange hwe eso mu ya interchange no moja no sa ye kwan no asphalt asaka ho Tamale interchange. Just take a look at this. Shawaniso. And this for Soria. And I'm about business. Munya way. A dear Maye. A dear Maye. We are because a Pudon. And you back a yata. Call a Pudon China. And in Sebo. Kukubun kitin. She. Tamale 4 in the northern region. Muhu interchange. And yes, Minka said. Omunfo money will be the one who be one kind, but Tamale Chrome Hodier, a MPP, and I be all, and I will interchange. Come on, and now I'm a criminal assistant. Assistant Chromo, a MPP a buying, and I hear Tamale Chrome run about to my year. Almost no do you Kakra, Nefe. A whole person, a real bopper. Ewo ewia bopa na osoria na ose sebi NDC for so my interchange yamra ba Circle Dubai so bra Circle Dubai o de he person me Circle Dubai interchange no and the amount no good it's a clear picture efe de obi nkasa nya fe ba akoko say na ba akotwa caref bi say we $255 million. We are Circle Dubai interchange. And a MPP. And so by obey the way NDC for the NDC san $155 million. Shawaniso. $255 million in a year. Way back under John Mahama. Way back under John Dramani Mahama Abayin. Sika omodiye pokua a Circle Dubai interchange. Ena oven. 255. Good. Nebra Almighty Pokuase. We a 2 tier. We a Sasumi Nupe. We a Pokuase interchange. We a 4 tier. We a second in Africa, the whole Africa. 54 countries, no. Pokuase interchange and also second. And a West African sub-region and a number 1. Almost $94.8 million per year. A bozege. In chobo nkwa NDC 40. Pokuase interchange here, $94.8 million. We a African Development Bank, the Bank of Ghana. Na NDC for say Pokuase interchange no mona start. Mona start paperwork na de na man fa so am for no manye. Man for aso am for Pokuase interchange. Fa ba ko to so na me fa toton hwe Dubai de no de hwe. Wo de hwe $255 million. Na he ba ko $94 million. Fa no so to so. The difference. She Ghana for mo hwe. To aba vote wisely. Pokuase versus Dubai. Ba kokoro mo ye obechebi kura so de ne obechebi lamti. De ko aboso kan kura so de ne hu a. Enya sem ketwa. Another interchange. Temamoto way interchange. Hwe Flower Port de interchange. Tamale interchange. Okota krade interchange. Ah mo ye Kumasi so amazi de artwork na it tells you sabana ni abre. Value for money. Yeah, interchange with $94 million. Nasa yeah, Dubai, Circle Dubai, they have $255 million. Ghana for you trouble. Ebane say, how come? Mementiase. So what you said, Abuame? Where $255 million? I mean, team film. 255 minus 94. Sikanko eguhu ye 161. Enti osa 161 osa te 94 ni free mama mensa hwe. Ebesa ka $67 million. And so wait me another interchange. Just say we Pokuase interchange, you know. $94 million. That time no CD depreciation. Kwa nkebeka senka so we dollar to CD na kosunte osenka ebo no ye tawe no ebidu 94. NDC 4 years after na CD to dollar no 4.5. Osisa dollar na 4 CD 50 pesos no. Omo de $255 million. Abozege. NDC. Na so omo person mo di akonya bio. NDC say omo person ba bio. Show. And as do you know obetimi ada ye makoma sa be 4. Nchobe nko omote. Now airport Kumasi Nanajima Prempe in the Shanti region, the stronghold of the MPP. Kohe airport abai SSC or plane ever no. Where departure. And I'll do Kumasi or UK or you out in full plane besi Kumasi direct. I'll missing crime. Husika buying adeye. NDC for the $27 million. A form can you medical social light. I will form maybe a plane before for my Babel and the Kakrebitia. Abusafo plane na uhunu ankosi ba bia o nanaji ma prempe plane na uhunu ankosi ba bia se Kumasi nanaji ma prempe the first airport international airport and this first one started omo yekodu he Ghana for yebusa omo yekodu nanaji ma prempe ni mfonyi na dawo no ya ni start to be bia kama ene wo no Nano yura kwa kufuresi ya transport minister enu mkoko biwe. Abana ye juma we communicators intimi nkasa. Omada ni mu ye de padlock atoma no. we now they can't speak. Yes, ebe creating numa we nipa ye adwuma wo. Adwuma be create we sabe na sante he ombe bia no no we kete min kola be no me sapa. Kobia refia sante kotoko hene e no muko bia no. These are pictorial evidence. E no me era kwaku foresi ma transport minister. E no muko bie ono da ho. Mampani akufo ado e no muko bie na no ya. Enipa ya form adwuma mu. Oh, Kumasi International Airport no, omunye Togo for, me Ghana for. We create employment. Nipa ya for modum, at this sense any hot here. Aye international airport. Any domestic flight in Kwana Bisio. International flight in Addo Kolande. She airport to pa MPP abang. NIA. NDC for say omo koye from baby de cement ni aka do ko fa from keke the paint de ye bob ye tonton 10 cedis ya everybody dem e ko sinsa ho a omo de $27 million. British Airways any si ono MPP NAA Kenya Airways eno so no e plane no aeroplane akwa Kolande ho no MPP insano and he said Tusha the Omaya just watch this video the Nana Baumia ticket na Jumo Maye no because was a Kukobon getting plekon getting I don't know here and then here Ghana is moving forward. Ghana ekwana nim. Eni kwase ekwachi. Ti mpanifo mo nansi fo mo dawro yie. Enkasa kire Ghana for say hey, yaye we. Ye ni afa mu de. Kakra. General manager ma yakwan ye kakra de abo party. Mo fa advert ni bi mra ha. Ya to nsa frema mo mra mekasa. Monfa advert no mra Institute na 2 TV ha nyenye mamu yi muye ipamu a mbedi mu dokono kwa o de opa yen 2 radio station TV station mu ba busu mienu ha de advert na mu ko TV stations bi no mu di matem no advert mu ko TV station.
Thank you. Yeah, now His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo obopomi wote takrade krom hade ejuma be no be obo commission the GMPC one new ultra ordin office now we see what takrade krom ha now during the commission no or the information concern about this takrade PTC interchange way now His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo okay concern about yam PTC interchange way nkomoda wa bapa ntebusia
sese ukuru nso wo hwe ukuru nya saa ne baba be na mo because papa dey declare emiri bi atwam say a year of rules nti egusu a eden erane a eko so don't vote against them, rather bring them on board, let them break the eight na wosu benya tesania ya no ho ya ebremu Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ade bia waye no ho na mede munchiremu ebreo video bi ebe koso na hwene ho township akwan ho krom hwene din na be hu se Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne baomia oma be yadwuma boa Ghana papa emfaso a hofo anya ewo MPP ho na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na MPP administration ho na wo hwe no. Look at the town rules in Ho. Ebin see that. Now the bombardier na hwe video no wie. U be wie a mechire wo se na kwan city ansa na abaye fefefesi. John Dramamini Bahama omo de caterpillar ne kosi so. Ne sa anwe kakra kogu nchen ho. Aya ase ebeye kwan no. Eyanum so we no mo so ho. Ade we World Bank na ye voter region. Ede ambato aba maye. Apenia pan so who fought to aba ma omo. Afi de sense akrai ba ho. So that the MPs in the voter region was set up. Now omo mfamo nya hanam emma omo sesa. Moto aba ma no akwa parliament no ma je omo ni keke. Look at Ho Township. Look at Ho, the capital of voter region. Look at Ho. Mahama couldn't do this. NDC couldn't do this. Nana Akufo-Addo. And na Ho Kromsa. I shall say free. My penny for pencil. And Nana Akufo-Addo about twaso. NDC and Timmy and Ho Kromsa you. And MPP for number Ho for your proud say you krum kwanye. So a kwanya unam oshi if you Ho krum eba soko de bogame. Inti ufri soko de anasa ufri ho na oba soko de no. Odnam dra carriage so and oba bedu soko de. Na etra soko de kakra dada na kakra ho na mde akirem se na kwan ti ansana na Akufo-Addo ene ne ba omia eye kwan fefefe sa no. This is administration. This is MPP. This is the difference between MPP and NDC. Oma Fransa what the I will for they will vote for us. Because yes it Dumonyo Sapo, so they will vote for us. But essence akraiba. Mamoshe senia akwane sitie. Atiefo ne ahwefo. Koda Media TV so na wo hwe. Enchiremu e de mamu nyina ekrogen. We nye green book mu asem bia. Wo onua bi wo ho a call him or call her and she will testify say ne ameka no no kore. In chantro Koda Media TV fia. Debi. Inti kwan na wo hwe. Fe. Kwan wo nam so e se ne wo nam Amsterdam. Baby now uko Germany no between Amsterdam and Germany kwan bi say na tie pepe na your offer. This is administration. Obia NDC for buyer out of 67 years of independence on my rule for 27 omo ye kana kwan say ya anke anyhow.
In the ever-evolving landscape of healthcare in Ghana, the government's steadfast dedication to improving the well-being of its citizens is more evident than ever. A shining testament to this commitment is the recent inauguration of the third phase of the Bolgatanga Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project, a milestone that not only marks significant progress in healthcare infrastructure. It is a story that began in 2008 under former President John Agyekum Kufuor, who laid the foundation for this monumental project. The first phase was a crucial step, setting the stage for what was to come. It was a moment of hope, a promise of better healthcare, and an acknowledgement that the region's needs were finally being addressed. However, this was only the beginning, a small yet significant part of a much larger vision. Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, that the third phase has come to fruition, bringing the project to its present state, a fully equipped modern healthcare facility that stands as a beacon of hope for the Upper East region. President Akufo-Addo's government has not only continued the work of his predecessors, but has also brought it to a commendable completion, demonstrating a deep-seated commitment to healthcare as a fundamental right for all Ghanaians.
The coastal line of Accra is expected to be transformed into the architectural impression video you are currently seeing on your screen. Mind you, construction works have already commenced on the project, so stick with me to the end as I walk you through the various stages of work done so far and give you a detailed background of the entire project. This is good news. This project is strategically located along the coastal line of Accra. The Marine Drive project stretches from Osu to the Christambo Castle. Its prime location offers breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean, making it an ideal spot for tourism and residential alike. Now pay attention to some of the key benefits that comes along with this project. 1. The beachfront. This project is going to change the entire beachfront of the coastal line of Accra. Yes, I can't wait to see the final outcome. A prominent feature of the Marine Drive project is the creation of a beautiful beachfront. This picture square walkway will offer stunning views of the ocean and serve as a recreational space for both locals and tourists. The project will feature a diverse mix of developments, including luxury hotels, office buildings, residential apartments, retail outlets, and entertainment centers. This mix is intended to create a lively and dynamic atmosphere. The project is also aimed at projecting our culture and arts. A key aspect of the development is the inclusion of a cultural and arts center, which will showcase Ghana's rich cultural heritage and serve as a hub for artistic expression. The Marine Drive Accra project will incorporate.
You are probably asking yourself where this project is located, right? This is Ghana. Yes, stay with me. The President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, upon his assumption of office in January 2017, was determined to change the transportation statistics because of his belief in the fact that an efficient railway system is critical to the progress and prosperity of Ghana, the reason why he re-established the Ministry of Railways Development. This railway project is expected to be completed within 42 months. Construction of this project is managed by Amandi Investment Limited. The environmental and social impact assessment of the Takoradi Port to Huni Valley Railway Line was rehabilitation of the line commenced in 2017, with some aspects of the rail upgrades funded through the government, including the upgrade to the track between Takoradi Station and Kojokrom, including the installation of dual gauge sleepers to facilitate the subsequent upgrade to standard gauge. As a result, only the laying of the standard gauge rails on the existing dual gauge sleepers in this area is required as part of the project construction. In addition, the track upgrades between Kojokrom and Manso are also currently in construction, with some 40 to 50% of the construction work completed. In this session, only the construction of the Ishim realignment or offline route section is within the scope of the project. North of Manso to north of Takwa, the route will be upgraded to a twin-track standard gauge network with construction or upgrades of 6 stations. And scheduled for completion before the end of this year. This Manso to Huni Valley project includes the conversion of dual gauge tracks between Takoradi and Kojokrom from narrow gauge to standard gauge, the construction of a new 8-kilometer standard gauge rail line within the Takoradi port to the Takoradi station in order to have a continuous standard gauge connection from the port to the Insuta bauxite mining site and other mines will help facilitate the haulage and export of minerals. The government is committed to securing additional resources to complete the expansion of the new standard gauge rail network in the country, in line with the Railway Master Plan. Here are some of the major railway development projects currently underway in Ghana. Eastern Line. This railway project involves the construction of a 330 kilometers standard gauge railway line between Tema and Kumasi. The project is expected to improve transportation efficiency and reduce transportation costs, particularly for the movement of goods. Western Line. This railway project involves the construction of a 339 kilometer standard gauge railway line between Takoradi and Kumasi. The project is expected to promote economic growth by improving access to markets for businesses in the region. Thirdly, Central Spine. This railway project involves the construction of a 560 kilometer standard gauge railway line between Kumasi and Paga in the Upper East region. The project is expected to improve connectivity between the northern and southern regions of Ghana as well as to neighboring countries. Lastly, Takoradi to Paga. This railway project involves the construction of a 1,000 kilometer standard gauge railway line that will run from the port city of Takoradi to Paga in the Upper East region. The project is aimed at improving trade and economic growth in Ghana, as well as enhancing regional integration. In addition to these major projects, there are also plans to modernize the existing narrow gauge railway lines in Ghana and to improve the country's railway infrastructure overall. The development of the railway network in Ghana is expected to have a significant impact on the country's economy, improving transportation efficiency, reducing transportation costs, promoting economic growth, and creating new job opportunities.
Hello guys, so currently I'm at the Elmina Fishing Port. That's the new one that was recently opened. As you can see, this is a shed 3 and the place looks amazing. Hello guys, so currently I'm at the Elmina Fishing Port. That's the new one that was recently opened. As you can see, this is a shed 3 and the place looks amazing. Okay. Daycare near for Nkola. Okay.
Nkola no mo di omo baba no.
Say ma me funa wo kura Nkola no.
Wo ba na wo di wakora na kontu after selling no na wa for akora na.
Anyway, the ultra more the ankasa.
Ya ba on pese. Wo ba un say aha no ba busy pa.
Okay.
Na wo di wakora na akora no ma sim say ha dangerous.
Yeah. And this is the administration of the place, well decorated and full of grass in front. Very beautiful place, I might say. Now let's walk towards the washrooms and the daycare center. The beautiful thing about this place is that when you are there, you can clearly see the Elmina Castle that is right in front of us. And when you are at the castle too, you can also see the fishing port, which is very close to each other. Come on.
Takoradi Harbor expansion has created a new look to Ghana's tourism. This is Amara Cruise Dark in Takoradi Harbor to enjoy Ghana. They boosted the Takoradi economy and Ghana as a whole, thanks to the NPP government. First time Ghana is receiving cruise ships. IT is a sign that Ghana is emerging to developed world, thanks to NPP government.
We are witnessing the second coming of MS Azamara Jenny, a tourist vessel which has brought in almost about 700 tourists who are here at the port of Takoradi to witness the rich cultural heritage that we have, as well as the rich tourist sites we have in the country. For that matter, in the western part of the country. Western region is noted for most exciting tourist sites that is able to boost the tourism of the nation. I'm Jerry Richmond, Addo, Marketing and Public Affairs, Port of Takoradi, reporting for Iron Port.
Good morning. My name is Damba Mohammed Saleh, the Head of Operation of Sunseekers Tours in Accra. We are tour operators.
And my name is Henry Yeledur, Regional Director, Ghana Tourism Authority, Takoradi.
Today, Sunseekers Tours officially is receiving the second coming of the MS Azamara Journey on Eastwell Cruise. This is the second time this ship is coming after December 10th, 2022, when it made its maiden call, the second coming of it. We are here with a group of about 25 personnel and about 13 vehicles in all categories, small, VIP, and coaster buses. It's 700 capacity, but it's not that full. It's not all full, about 90% full. And the people that are coming down to go on advertised tours, Sunseekers Tours, are 344 passengers or guests that have disembarked to go on various tours. Some here within the three cities of Sekandi and Takoradi. One bus going to Kakum National Park, and 4 buses are going to do the forts and castles and visit some schools and some villages.
In 2023, the minister has given us 1.3 million as tourists that we are expecting to come. But the key aspect that we are now marketing is the domestic tourism drive. So all the destinations, all the regions in Ghana, we are trying to see how we can pep up our various tourist sites. So if you look at the Western region, for instance, we are blessed with so many interesting tourist sites, right from the natural resources, the parks, to others. But we are looking at how we can enhance these that can encourage a lot of the people to travel around. So we have the beaches, Christian beaches for that matter. So the tourists who have come now, they are international tourists, and they are looking at what we have been able to market out to them. So we have discovered some other tourist sites that are very unique within the town. So we are now encouraging them to stay more in town so that they can spread the revenue. So we are encouraging the indigents, we are encouraging the Ghanaians that try and discover the little around your environment. Let us find a way to distress. Well, most of us find ourselves within some working environment, and we need that at the close of the day, at the close of, say, the month, find time to just go around. If you choose to go around Takoradi, I can assure you that the beaches are very clean.
It's Beat Boston. busted.
The Tema Motorway Roundabout Improvement Phase 2 project stands as a beacon of progress and a testament to the fruitful collaboration between Ghana and Japan through the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. As the project reaches an impressive 80% completion milestone, it not only signifies a major stride toward infrastructural development in Ghana, but also underscores the importance of international partnerships in addressing local challenges. Quick reminder for those who haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so to stay updated on such insightful content and help us reach our goal of 30,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Your support means a lot. With a targeted completion date of December 2024, this ambitious project is set to revolutionize traffic flow and safety at one of the most critical intersections on the Abidjan-Lagos corridor and the Eastern Corridor Road. The Tema Motorway Roundabout has long been a bottleneck, notorious for its traffic gridlocks, which have significantly hindered the clearance of goods from Ghana's ports and created severe delays for commuters. The roundabout is a vital junction on the Abidjan-Lagos Corridor Highway, which connects major West African cities from Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire through Accra, Lome, Cotonou, and officials from the Japanese Embassy and JICA, expressing confidence in meeting the December 2024 deadline. His remarks underscored the meticulous planning and execution that have characterized this project. The construction roadmap set by JFE Engineering Corporation, the Japanese implementation partner, has been followed with precision, ensuring that all milestones are met despite challenges, particularly those related to the importation of materials. The successful navigation of these challenges is a testament to the robust project management and the collaborative spirit between Ghanaian and Japanese stakeholders. This project is more than just an infrastructure upgrade. It is a catalyst for economic growth and development in the surrounding areas. The improved transportation network will facilitate smoother and faster movement of goods and people, thereby stimulating economic activities in the Tema and Ashaiman metropolis and beyond. By reducing the time and cost associated with transportation, the project will enhance the efficiency of trade along the Abidjan-Lagos corridor and the Eastern corridor, contributing to regional integration and economic development. One of the key elements of this project is the emphasis on knowledge and technology transfer. The collaboration between local engineers and expatriates, combined with JICA's commitment to knowledge sharing, has been instrumental in driving the project's progress. This approach ensures that the benefits of the project extend beyond its physical completion, leaving a lasting impact on the local workforce and engineering community. Successful implementation in the Tema Motorway Roundabout project has set a new standard for future infrastructure projects in the country. The impact of this technology transfer is already being felt by those involved in the project. Ya Tenkurang Ose, the assistant resident supervisor, mentioned that about 90 to 95% of the overall project scope has been a new learning experience that will further boost his career. This sentiment is echoed by many of the local engineers and workers who have had the opportunity to learn from their Japanese counterparts, gaining skills and insights that will be invaluable in their future careers. JICA's approach to infrastructure development is grounded in a deep commitment to quality and sustainability. Senior representative of JICA Ghana office, Oda Ryotaro, highlighted that JICA's approach emphasizes two key fields: corridor development and the mitigation of urbanization issues. JICA's approach to infrastructure development, as demonstrated in the Tema Motorway Roundabout Improvement Phase 2 project, showcases a
electricity access for the population. Consequently, the country has turned to an interesting alternative source, nuclear power, with superpowers Russia and the USA locking horns to win the bid to build Ghana's first ever nuclear energy plant. Before we dive into our topic today, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channels and ringing the bell to be notified about all our exciting future videos. According to multiple reliable reports, the US and Russia are competing with China, France, and South Korea to build Ghana's first nuclear power plant after the West African giant has emerged as one of several on the continent looking to nuclear power as a low-carbon source of energy as they attempt to increase access to electricity. Ghana is moving to nuclear power to supplement its current mix of hydro, thermal, and renewable energy. The country must now select between competing options, which analysts say range from large-scale nuclear power projects to small modular reactors. People familiar with the ongoing process believe the US has an advantage due to the two countries' close ties. However, another school of thought believes the Russians are favored because the Soviet Union built a research reactor in the 1960s under Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah. Ghana's outgoing president Nana Akufo-Addo will announce the winner of the ongoing bidding process by the end of 2024, according to Stephen Yamo, Executive Director of Nuclear Power Ghana, which is overseeing the project.
As you already know, President Akufo-Addo does not make promises he cannot fulfill. And I'm happy that we're all gathered here at Bonsu to cut the sword for the construction of the University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences, which will be a center of excellence in engineering, agricultural sciences, applied sciences, and built environment. It is for this reason that over the last 5 years, government is increasingly implementing intensified initiatives and programs rooted in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM. Research shows that to be active players in the fourth industrial revolution, we need to create a versatile educational system that will equip the great majority of our youth with job-ready skills. You'll recall that in this year's message on the state of the nation to Parliament on 30th March, I indicated that steps were being taken to turn the planned Bonsu campus of the University of Environment and Sustainable Development into a standalone independent university.
Asante Gold is a gold mining company. Our business model has been pretty successful. We've taken underloved assets and added value. We got started as an operating company in 2021. We acquired Bibiani. We did a full-on refurbishment, bolts up, and started pouring gold in July 2022. Along the way, we had the opportunity to pick up Chirano Mine. So we're now running a district-scale mining company, which are located on the western province of Ghana. 2023 was very successful. We poured about 220,000 ounces, which was pretty close to plan. The road to success has been built on what you can do in Ghana. Our company is 45% owned by Ghanaians. We have a lot of support, obviously, in country. There's a strong national identity with the company.
And after retaining its top spot as Africa's biggest gold producer last year, Ghana has opened its first commercial gold refinery. The refinery aims to add more value and help country earn more from the precious metal. The refinery opened in Ghana's capital, Accra, is a result of a public-private partnership where the government holds a 20% stake.
This is Ghana's first commercial gold refinery. It's been opened in the capital Accra as Africa's leading gold producer seeks to maximize the value it gets out of a precious metal it's been mining for centuries. At an opening ceremony on Thursday, Vice President Mahamadou Bawumia said the launch marked a new era that would help contain gold smuggling and raise national earnings.